And we welcome you to the Owen Center here in Peoria, Illinois, as we get ready for round two of our doubleheader here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. I'm Matt Harrington, pleased to be joined alongside John Collin. And John, a fantastic comeback for the Bradley Braves in their first game, a 6-4 win. What are your final thoughts on that epic win?
Wow, that was just a heck of a way to go out of style for the Bradley D2 seniors, down 3-0. And then the seniors starting the comeback, Joe Norton scoring, then Cole Harris, and then Will Rathke. And with just a few minutes remaining within the second period, after being down in the first period 3-0, they were tied 3-3. Kyle Tantera scores at the tail end of the second frame, and he added 2 more goals within the third period to complete the natural hat trick. 1 more goal was added on there by the University of Illinois Fighting Illini to make it a little bit interesting towards the end there, but nonetheless a 6-4 victory for the D2 squad, and what a way to go out.
It sure was, and of course senior night here tonight for the D2 team, and of course the D3 team as well, who has 4 seniors on their roster, and we'll get this graphic here pulled up for you so you can see those.
That's right. It's bound to be a good night here, Bradley. And first of all, we were almost surprised that Marquette was able to make it. The weather here is.
It was. They cut it a little close, but they got here. So
that's right. They came rolling in, but like, wow! I mean, you just go outside. It's a blizzard out there. The roads are terrible.
Yep. And Wednesday night we're supposed to have a game here for the D2 team, and it's going to be a 15 below 0 air temperature. I mean, it's going to be some rough travels here.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if they're gonna be able to make that in time. I mean, with just that crazy, all that crazy weather. But nonetheless, going through the starting lineup right now, Jared Ernest out there, Gino Vidvitsky, Tyler Jansen, Marcel as well, and Ethan Herman, and of course the netminder Lori Cox. So thus we'll take a quick break for the national anthem.
I think we're ready to go here, John, because we played the national anthem.
That's right.
First game, and so looks like we're ready to go.
I heard tequila starting, and I thought that's
not our national anthem.
That's not it.
No. I got to ask you this.
Particularly the trap version. So.
I got to ask you this, though, John. Are you surprised that, you know, Lori Cox is getting the start in net here tonight because it's senior night?
That's it.
Jesse Nussbaum. Are you surprised?
I thought it was. I'm surprised by it, too, but again, head coach Brian Hamilton going with Lori Cox. Again, usually Nussbaum is the starter, but Cox getting the start tonight. So she's a great goaltender. She's going to challenge the shooters, come out in front of them, so force them to try and shoot high on her.
So here we go, underway at the Owen Center in this D3 matchup, as here's a chance right off the bat for the Braves. Pushed into the corner there by Tyler Jensen as he's roughed up along the boards. And this puck will go over to the other side. Marquette looking to break free. And now the Golden Eagles able to move it up the ice. Slavin trying to poke it forward as it comes back off the boards. And Jensen looking to play deep again here for the Braves. Now over to the other side. It's picked up by one of the seniors, Ethan Herman, over to Marcel, but he lost it on the tape. And the Golden Eagles will come back the other way. Up now across the ice with speed is Hodkowitz into the zone. Nice shot. And I think that one just missed the net. Again, picked up by the Golden Eagles. Poked at by Jensen, able to loosen that puck up. And a line change here for the Braves. Just about a minute into this one. Still no score between Marquette and Bradley here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. Played back behind the net here by Gabriel Sumter as he looks to move up ice now. Nice handoff pass for Cipra. Now completing that pass up the boards for Gabriel Foley. And we'll get a whistle here and a stoppage of play with 18:50 to go in period number 1.
That's right. Hokowitz moved up along the right wing and fired really the best chance we've seen thus far early on in this game on Laurie Cox. Hit the side of the net, but you can see that he was aiming high. You can see it aiming high, so that's probably where most of the shooters are going to be aiming for Marquette today.
Now puck up on the right side as Karen comes into the zone. Karen getting it back again in the slot, just couldn't pull the trigger as it rolls to the corner. Pass thrown out front, taken by the Braves. Now they move up with ice. Up the ice with speed. Sorrentino with the shot, and that one turned aside. May have caught a piece of the post there as it goes to the other side. Marquette with it now along the boards, looking to move up ice. Nice tape-to-tape pass up for Sherba. Now Sherba trying to leave it back. Goes right to Karen. Karen again moving it back up to the point. Trainer with it for the Golden Eagles. Good shot, but it's blocked in front by the Braves. Trying to get it out are the Braves again, but kept in. Good puck movement here. Trainer with the shot. Nice stop by Cox. And now Sumter with it for the Braves. Gave it away though as that one's poked away by McGovern. Now out in front of the slot area. Whacked at there by Cipra. And that'll create a line change here for Bradley. Good chance though for Marquette in the early few minutes of this one. Dumped into the zone, corralled here by the Bradley defense. Up the boards now, Marquette will play it as it's on the tape of Hodkowitz. Tape to tape, good movement up for Ciprat. And now along the boards, Aiello pushing it deep. This one will be tracked down by another one of the senior members, Eugene Vivitsky. Vivitsky again, penalty coming up here. This one's going to be against the Braves. And it looks like a roughing call, so Bradley's going to be shorthanded here.
Kokwit goes straight into the box. He knew his...
I was going to say, I think he knew he got that one, so.
He was getting off the ice in a hurry, man. But that's right, power play coming up here for Marquette and the Golden Eagles. And I will do everything in my power to not call them the Warriors. My mother is an alum of Marquette, and I've been told for
2 minute Bradley penalty for roughing. 2 minutes for roughing.
Quick shot there broken up as it goes to Hodkowitz in the corner. Aiello now pushing it over to the other side. Slavin holding on to it. Slavin back behind the net, broken up with a nice stick there from Jared Ernest. And that one sneaking past the defense as Hodkowitz couldn't hold it in. Golden Eagles back into the zone. Slavin couldn't keep it in as well, so Marquette will regroup in their own end. About 30 seconds gone on this power play here for Marquette. This one taken a hold of though by the Braves. Jared Ernest slowing things down. Big clearing attempt off the glass, goes the length of the ice. And more time killed off that penalty, about 1:10 to go on the power play here.
That's right, Bishop's still out there. You saw him and Elman nearly force a turnover to go back the other way shorthanded.
Here's Brady now on the left wing side for Marquette. Good work along the back end there by Gabriel Sumter. And now it comes to the speedy Seth Bishop. Bishop getting that inside edge, and he just lost the handle on it. Good effort though by Bishop as he follows it up in the corner. Golden Eagles the other way. Trainer with it on the left wing side. With speed into the zone, he's got Aiello with him. Trainer still holding that one. And now it comes back up to the point. Sugru back for his teammate Trainer. Sugru again. Big windup. That one's blocked in front. And the carom came right to Trainer as he tracked it down in the corner. Now the Braves able to clear it down again, and that'll kill off some more time. 15 seconds to go.
Good job there by the Bradley defense to step up and block those shooting opportunities from the point by the Eagles.
This one poked in deep by Sherba. One thing I've noticed, John, too, just kind of looking over, is that Marquette bench is extremely short. They don't have a lot of guys, so they're going to be having some tired players at the end of this one.
That's right. They've got another team, but I believe this team was added pretty recently. So some new players.
Karen now into the zone. Good kick save by Cox. And now Bradley looking to corral it. Taken down there, no penalty called. Big collision frees up that puck as Elman looks to play it out of the zone. Excellent effort here by Bradley's Dion Thompson. Now Elman across the line. Pad save. Follow-up try. Just went through the crease on the backhand. Another wind-up try by Ernest. Turned aside off the pad. Good job by Vivitsky to keep the zone. Vivitsky shoves it to the corner. Thompson tracking it down. Moving it back up to the point. Vivitsky again. having trouble corralling it, so he'll move it to the corner. Slap to the other side, and Thompson pinned up along the wall there by Hodkowitz, it looks like. Now Marquette trying to get it free. Pass didn't complete, but this will go back in the Bradley end as Lori Cox will leave it for Vivitsky. Back to full strength now here, 5-on-5, with about 6 minutes gone in this first period of play. Still no score between Marquette and Bradley.
Not a whole lot of stoppages here, a lot of back and forth hockey, and sure
just
enough,
like that,
enough, yeah.
we do get a stoppage of play.
No one can do it like I do, I tell you. So.
Well, I tell you, I had that moment too where I said, oh, Bradley scores 6 unanswered goals, and within 7 seconds, that's over. And very similar situation there as well.
You know, you just try your best and to see if the game goes your way, but
we have not had good luck tonight, I'll say that.
That's right, that's right.
Sumter's pass just missed Jensen there, so this will be an icing against the Braves. And it'll come back to the other end. 13:47 here to go in period number 1.
That's right. Pass just missing there. Looked like it was trying to be touched up there by Jensen after Sumter set it his way. So offensive zone draw coming up here for the Eagles. Nothing crazy chance-wise. I mean, other than Matt Ellman's rush where he was up there with Thompson, really hasn't been anything of a big significance.
Bradley with it along the boards. Nice tape-to-tape pass. Ethan Herman now through center. Herman gets the shot off. No problem by Garcia on the stop. This one now moved up the boards, but kept in by the Braves. Right back out come the Golden Eagles. Good speed along the boards. Able to get off that check was Trainer through the shot on Cox. Good stop, and we get the whistle. One of the better chances so far early for Marquette.
That's right. I was about to say, that's probably one of the better chances we've seen there for the Eagles. Trainer able to dodge the hit where John stepped up on him. Not the greatest, not the smartest move there by John. It's a 3-on-2 back ahead the other way, and he pinches. I mean, Trainer could have done more with that puck than just shoot it on, but a good stop nonetheless by Cox.
Another try here for the Golden Eagles, as that one was Karen on the try, but again, Cox kicks it away. Now Bradley reverses back the other way. And this one will be no icing as Jensen tracks it down. Golden Eagles with it again here, trying to get it out of their own end. Kiprot now moving it up the boards for Karen. Intercepted at center ice here by Vivitsky as he flips it back for Jared Ernest. Ernest pass, wobbling off some sticks, and now to Ethan Herman across the line. Herman's shot is blocked, and it goes to the corner. Marcel trying to get after it for the Braves, but Marquette with the upper hand, getting this one out of the zone. Right in front of that penalty box area, Ethan Herman hit along the boards. Good relentless attack here from Sorrentino, trying to grab that loose puck as it wobbled right out in front. Good effort by Sorrentino, just outnumbered on that chance. Vivitsky tracking it down again. Bank pass off the boards. Nice play by Jensen for Cipra as he gets this one deep. Penalty coming up here. I think it's going to be an interference maybe. Offsides, I'm not sure what we saw there. I think it is going to be a penalty, though.
It is. It's going to be Aiello. Looks like he's arguing with the referee right now, and I think he's going to go sit for a little bit. But
he's giving the ref a pretty good conversation here, too.
Right, so, yeah, he will be the one sitting, so.
I think what happened, though, was with Aiello is that I think he finished his check too late, and then that's where that penalty comes into play.
Now you get that very dangerous Bradley power playing it out there.
They have just been phenomenal.
I mean, whenever Bishop and Hellman are out there, it's dangerous.
Interference the call again. Ernest looking to control it at the point. Puck wobbling off the stick there of Seth Bishop. This one just sneaking out past that Bradley blue line, so they'll regroup and try it again. Jared Ernest back into the zone, about 22 seconds gone on the power play. Cipra loads up a big save, juicy rebound, and that one turned aside as it looked like it was Ellman waiting at the back door. Another try in front, missed the net. Off the stick of Herman, really good chance though, John, for Bradley.
That's right, Ellman had about half the net to work with. It looked like the puck was just on edge, so he wasn't able to get a good shot off, and then Herman with a good tip chance out in front, but just redirected past the far post.
This top line is dangerous here for the Braves as Ellman comes into the zone again. Ellman working along the backboards as he makes a nice hit there along the wall. Sorrentino also in there to try and free up that puck, but now Marquette the other way. Gloves down on the ice, and looked like the ref indicated that both of them were going to go on a penalty here. So let's see what happens. But certainly from the early going, John, the refs are not tolerating anything tonight.
No, they're not. They're going to send Slav into the box, and Cipra's going to go as well. I haven't seen a signal yet as to what exactly it was. Maybe roughing calls, maybe.
Most likely, yeah.
Probably.
So we'll get things squared away, and my guess is we'll still play 5-on-4 here with that Bradley power play.
That's what's going to happen, yeah. Coincidentals like that, so still 5-on-4.
This one backhanded into the zone by Gabriel Sumter. And we talked about some of the key players on this D3 team who could move up next year, Sumter being one of them. Chance in front. Marcel tried to get it off right in front, and the goaltender Garcia able to stop it. Braves now with it again along that right wall. Trying to feed a pass over to Sumter, gets it to the point. Sumter now waiting, looking for that backdoor option. Captain at the point here. Sumter with a big windup, just missed the net there. Marquette following it up on the rebound and getting it out of the zone as Sumter will track it down. Fired in deep, 12 seconds to go on that power play. So Marquette about to be back at full strength here. Hodkowitz now flipping this one, and that one goes into the ceiling. So saw that earlier tonight, and we get it again here.
That's right. We don't see a clear captain here for this Marquette team. No one's wearing a C. But if anyone's been a leader out there on the ice, it's probably Hodkowitz. He's just done a nice job of moving the puck. So that's the name, I guess. Get used to hearing and get used to seeing, because he's done a nice job moving up the puck and doing penalty kill work for the Eagles.
This one flipped out of the zone, so Marquette now back at full strength, but look out, Vivitsky's going to have to hurry as he had Aiello right out of the box tracking him down. So now the Braves looking to move out again. Jensen stuck up along the wall. Flipping it out through center. This one will roll to the Golden Eagles once again. Off some Bradley sticks. Marquette takes advantage of it, flips it up the ice. Vivitsky again with it now for Bradley. Right in front of the penalty box, Marquette controls. Tape-to-tape passing, really nice puck work there. Sherba leaving it in front, and that one skidding across the blue paint. This one into the netting and out of play. So we get a stoppage here.
Yeah, Sherba moved in, and it looked like he was surging up along the right wing with Brady. Decided to try and pass on over to Brady, try and set up some sort of one-time opportunity, but pass was broken up nicely by the Bradley defense. And an offensive zone draw coming up here for Marquette.
9:33 to go here, period number one. Still no score, although the shots on goal are 6-2 in favor of the Braves. Marquette has had a couple of good chances recently, though. And up along the boards with it is Sugru. Sumter now controlling the puck for Bradley. Up the boards it'll come. Good work here by Whitelaw to get into the zone. Backhanded pass over. That one just went off the tape there of Riondo. Now thrown to the other side of the boards. Bradley will try and track it down. But Marquette taking a hold of it. Banked off the glass and off the glove of Aiello. Fired right back in on that. Look out. I think Garcia wasn't expecting that one, but a good stop. Broken up at center by Sumter. Nice moves by him. Fires that one over the top of the cage. Marquette having a hard time breaking it out. Now they do so. And this should be an icing against the Golden Eagles, and it will be, so we'll go back to the other end. 8:37 to go, but Bradley is getting shots on net just from a long distance here.
That's right. Sumter, who just simply threw it on in. He's done that a few times. It's kind of one of his trademarks. And, you know, with the outgoing seniors that we were mentioning on the D2 team, Sumter might be the type of guy to try and replace part of the role that Esposito had. He's got a very similar sort of playing style with him. He's a smart puck mover. He's willing to join up on the rush, and he's got a good shot, too.
He sure does. And I think, as we mentioned earlier, he's going to be one of those players that most likely moves up to that D2 level next year. And we'll see how he does as well. Quick shot. That one's blocked in front. Coming off the stick of Dion Thompson. Another one of the D3 players who's been really good this year. 8:20 now to go in the first period. Puck taken right in front of the Marquette net as they move up the ice. Slavin penalty coming up here.
Yeah, that's going to be on Bishop, either boarding or hitting from behind or head contact. Something having to do with rough contact near the boards. So Bishop's going to go sit for 2, and Marquette's going to get another chance on the penalty kill. Good news for them, or I mean the power play, but good news for them. There's another guy going into the box there for Bradley.
Well, I was thinking the same thing too, John, because Slavin was clearly not happy with what had happened with Bishop, and he got right back on his feet, gave him a little shove, and so I'm assuming that Slavin is going to get maybe either an unsportsmanlike or a roughing, something of that, but it was because of the retaliation that happened after the Bishop hit.
That's right, I was about to say, because Bishop's in the box, one of the faster skaters out there for Bradley. But it's going to be 4-on-4 nonetheless. We'll probably see, I'd imagine, Sorrentino or Elman's probably going to get some time out there, and Sorrentino, in fact, is. That kid's got wheels.
I was just about to bring that up. I mean, he's got some serious speed, and shown it here tonight. He almost had that goal earlier in the contest. And, I mean, you talk about guys with speed on this team. Sorrentino, another big one, of course, being Seth Bishop. Matt Elman's got some good wheels, too. I mean, that's certainly one of the pros about this D3 team is they can skate really fast. And in a young game like this today, you know, if you want to advance, you have to have good speed, and that's exactly what this D3 team has. So face-off will just be outside of the Bradley defensive zone. And again, as you mentioned, John, we will play, looks like 5-on-4, so that most likely an additional penalty assessed to Bradley.
For a check from behind. 2 minutes, check from behind.
Into the zone come the Golden Eagles.
10-minute misconduct. 2 minutes for roughing, 10-minute misconduct.
Well, there you go. So the 10-minute misconduct goes to the Marquette Golden Eagles. And big opportunity here as Cipra now moves it up the boards. Couldn't handle the puck, so it'll go back into the zone where Ernest will control. Nice pass, tipped in deep by Cipra. This one will be chased after here by Hodkowitz. Hodkowitz now tracking it down in the corner. Try to maneuver it around the defense there, but picked up again by Bradley in the offensive zone now. Good work here by the Braves as moved back to the point. Ernest just completely fanned on that one-timer. And so it'll come back the other way. Good work by Hodkowitz along the left wing side. Hodkowitz tried to pull the trigger there. Rolling back up to the point. That one sailed wide of Cox. And now Ernest will track it down in front. Good work to poke it up the boards through neutral ice. Under 7 minutes now to go in this first period. Sherba across the line, trying to get his return feed as it was broken up. Good work there by Foley to poke it up ahead. Marcel, a little confused there, thought it was an offside. And so Marquette takes advantage of that. Aiello poking it through the neutral zone. Good work to track it down by Sherba. Avoids the majority of that hit, and now Sherba picking up again here for Marquette. Bradley back the other way. Ethan Herman has it on the left wing side. Herman across the line. Tried to pull the trigger there. That didn't work out. Good keep at the point by the Braves. Now shoved to the corner. That was Borger on the keep, and now down to the corner it goes. Jensen trying to work it. Borger with it now at the right point. Backhanded in front, and a good glove save from Garcia. Not much on the backhand, but good idea there by the Braves.
That's right, Marcel in tight. Try to get some elevation on that, but Garcia coming out with that glove, flashing leather to make that stop. One of the better chances there for the Braves. I mean, Marcel being in that close, really no option but the backhander, but still got a good amount of air on it.
At the point it comes again. Borger holding onto it. Big wrister turned aside by Garcia. The shots on goal says 6, but I can tell you it's been a lot more than that for the Braves. Now back to the point, Sumter again. Redirected, but off some Marquette bodies as well. So Hodkowitz trying to plays it out. And now Bradley grabbing a hold of it. Sumter at center ice. Flipped in deep. Garcia will just let it roll to the back of the net. Marquette now with it. 5:30 to go in period number 1. Up the board, Sumter holding on to it. Herman at center ice. Nice pass ahead for Coquit. Coquit couldn't get around the Marquette defender, and so they'll come the other way. Kiprot now with it. Kiprot waiting on the shot, outnumbered. Didn't pull the trigger there. A little surprised by that move by Kiprot as he's now stuck in the corner in a tight battle with Vivitsky there.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to wait for some reinforcements, maybe a late attacker, but no one arrived. So
Vivitsky dropping it back on the cycle pass. Riondow now plays it up for Cocoit, who will just shove it forward. Not enough gas on this one for an ice, so Marquette will play it. Under 5 now to go in period number 1. Still no score between Marquette and Bradley. Up now through center. Sherba on the backhand, spinning away. Sherba waiting for an open passing lane as it goes over for Sugru. And now down to the corner. Good pressure here from the Braves. Vivitsky in the mix trying to dig that one out for Bradley. And Whitelaw in there as well. Poked free by the Braves. Vivitsky, picks it up. Now the Braves look to move forward. Look at the speed here from Ernest as he comes across the line. Ernest trying to dance his way in. That one's broken up. And the Golden Eagles trying to move up ice. Pass, though, fanned on by McGovern.
yeah, Ernest every once in a while from his zone defensive end will just surge ahead and clear a lane because he's usually trying to go coast to coast.
Marquette with it again here at center ice. Flipping that up. Good bump off play by Elman for Seth Bishop. Bishop with the shot. Pad saved by Garcia. And he hangs on to the rebound. But really, that play started because Elman gave the little shove and had a lane for Seth Bishop.
That's right, Bishop putting a nice shot on net, forcing the offensive zone draw for Garcia to take for the Braves. So some fresh players out there for Bradley and a good offensive zone draw.
Face-off won by the Braves again as they hold on to it at the point. John moves it down low. Good collision along the wall by Thompson. Braves have it again. Turnaround shot in the slot block there. Thompson with it again here. Gave it away, so Marquette will come the other way. Good speed here by Brady as he pokes it deep. Brady still with it, got tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty against the Braves. So a tripping call, and Marquette's going on the power play again here.
That's right, third chance for them on the power play, and they haven't been able to get much of anything going while they've been on it. But we'll see what they can do as, who knows, maybe third time's the charm. So with 3:11, they'll try and get something going.
Big chance here for Marquette on this power play opportunity. Face-off now, off the draw, pinching in to keep that was Hodkowitz, who again has been really good tonight, as you mentioned, John. Good keep here by Marquette, but quickly right back out the puck comes.
2-minute minor trip penalty on Bradley. 2 minutes minor trip.
So Hodkowitz now again tripping the official call on that penalty. Hodkowitz now slowing things down along that left wing as he pinches in deep. Try to throw it in the slot area. That puck's still loose and digging at it still, and now finally flung into the corner by the Braves defense in front. And an excellent job there by the penalty killing team.
That's right, and a great job by Bishop to force an offensive zone draw for Bradley while being shorthanded. Lori Cox doing a great job, spider-style save, getting down to try to do everything she can to keep the puck from going in the net. And it's a good job there by the referee to not lose sight of it and let play go on because Marquette did have a good chance there.
And Borger, again, as well, was the one who was able to find that loose puck in front of Cox, throw it to the corner, and then eventually down the ice. So good work by Caleb Borger. Now Vivitsky's shot redirected in front, and now Marcel will track it down in the corner. 1:10 to go on the power play. Across the line now, taken by the Golden Eagles. Drop pass there for Aiello, broken up in the slot. Another wind-up try, redirected to the corner. I think they wanted to stick on that puck, but instead off a body. So comes back to the point. Marcel now tipped out through center. Marquette will grab a hold of it. Golden Eagles looking to regroup here in their own end. Sherba now flipping it through center. This one will just roll to Cox and we get a whistle.
Sherba taking a page out of Sumter's book and just throwing it in on net from the neutral zone and forcing an offensive zone draw. So with half a minute left on the power play, they'll get an offensive, they'll get some chances offensively if they can win this draw.
Again, face off in the offensive zone. Sherba will take it here for Marquette. So he gets tossed from the circle, so Aiello will take his place. This one backhanded out by Seth Bishop. Quickly, though, regained by Sugru as he moves it over. Time winding down here in the first period. Still no score between Marquette and Bradley. Poked along the wall. Golden Eagle still with it. That one handled by the Bradley defense in front of the goal. Down the ice it goes. 7 seconds to go on that Marquette power play. So that'll pretty much do it. Taken a hold of here, though, by Sugru as he waits for reinforcements. 1:07 to go in the period. Pass off some skates. May have hit the official as it bounces into the Bradley defensive end. Thompson now playing it for Elman. Try to backhand that pass up for a teammate as it looked like Bishop was up the ice. Bishop now tracking it down. Nice bump off pass to Thompson. Thompson into the zone. Nice move, but he got railed there. Nice collision by Aiello. Marquette now through center ice. Here they come. Nice pass, tape to tape for Karen. Karen with the shot. Good save from Cox. Probably one of her best saves of the night so far.
That's right. Coming out there with the blocker to make that stop.
Now Bradley able to backhand it deep. 17 to go in the period. Marquette throwing it up. Nice pass ahead for Hodkowitz. He'll slow things down in his own end. One last chance here. Poked at by the Braves. Good effort by Sorrentino. Sorrentino waiting. Nice pass in the slot, and that one just missed the net. And that'll do it for period number one. A really good chance there at the end for the Braves. But after one period of play, this game is still scoreless. John, your thoughts on that first period?
Oh, man, Cipra had a great chance to put Bradley up ahead there. Good pass from Sorrentino from the near corner, but Cipra missing the net. That's just one of those chances where you're in that close. You just got to get it on net. So, nonetheless, I mean, we end the first period scoreless. From up here, it looked like Bradley had the advantage in terms of not only shots, but also the quality of them. So, I think there's some adjustments that Marquette's got to make to try and shut down the prolific puck movers that Bradley has, and Ernest and Bishop and Elman and Sorrentino particularly. I mean, they're the ones out there, but yeah, force them to the outside. Don't let chances like that unveil themselves, because there was a 2-on-2 going and back ahead the other way at the conclusion of that last sequence. So, yeah, some adjustments made for both teams, but we'll have to see what this second period brings out and if Bradley continues moving with the momentum.
So shots on goal in the first period. Not sure if this is entirely accurate, but it reads Bradley 12 and Marquette 9. So gotta say, I've been impressed by Lori Cox in net. She's been doing a fantastic job so far, and obviously doesn't get a whole lot of playing time on the season, but she's been really good in net tonight, and we'll see if she can continue it in period number 2. And again, you're watching Bradley Hockey. I'm Matt Harrington alongside John Collin. We'll be back for period number 2. Back at the Owen Center in Peoria, Illinois, getting ready for the second period of play between the Bradley University Braves and the Marquette Golden Eagles. And it's a 0-0 game after the first period of play. Shots on goal were 12-9. And again, I'm Matt Harrington alongside John Collin. John, good first period of play, I think, for both teams. Pretty evenly matched. But let's talk about the Braves. What do they have to do to get the lead here in the second?
Well, I think it's just use the room that this Marquette team is using or is letting up. I mean, when you got skaters like Bishop and Elman, it's easy to create some space. It's just a matter of capitalizing on it and using the middle of the slot. They've had several chances there, and you know, hey, keep going at it. If there's still room there, keep utilizing it. Use the point as well. Ernest has had a few good looks from the points. So has Sumter. So I think it's just a matter of having the bounces go your way and catching Marquette flat-footed. You got the long change to factor that in. They also got a short bench, so that's a good equation there if you're Bradley.
Sure is, and it should be a good second period of play here as well. Again, shots on goal are 12-9 in favor of Bradley. And so we'll switch sides. Cox will come over to the left side here. And of course, Bradley moving from left to right and Marquette moving from right to left. Seems like you're enjoying the music here tonight, John.
That used to be a bop. My friends and I played all the time during the summer. Problem is, it's, you know, what is it, -2 out there?
Yeah.
Feels like that,
So Karen will fire this one in deep to begin the period here for Marquette. Up along the boards, held in by the Golden Eagles. Flung to the corner where Vivitsky will chase after it. Off the glass and now poked forward as it's Marcel into the zone. Off a skate, so it stays in the Marquette zone. And flipped up on the backhand ahead as here's Brady across the blue line. Brady drops it back. Nice pass, Sherba moving it to the other side. Brady again with it. Moves it up to the point. Held on to here at the point. That shot's blocked. Went off the stick of Jensen as he looks for a pass up ice. Not much on it though. Herman forcing it deep. Good chase after here by Marcel as he goes into the boards. Herman also in there. Marcel, a little pushing and shoving here with Kiprod, and we may have some penalties assessed because of that little scrum. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of pushing and shoving after the puck had left the vicinity, so we'll see who's going to be sitting. That's Marcel. Looks like he's going to be going for Bradley, and then looks like
Kiprod, I believe.
Yeah, Kiprod. He's going to be going into the box for Marquette. So looks like they're going to keep it as a 5-on-5. So
probably the right call.
It is, yeah.
So we again will play. Well, actually, hang on here. They've got the 2 on the board, but I think we're still going to play 5-on-5, so they'll probably end up just taking those off the board. Or maybe we will play 4-on-4. I'm not sure here. Yeah, I think, yeah. So I think they're going to, yeah, I think we are playing 4-on-4, actually.
I guess so.
So here we go, 4-on-4 as the Golden Eagles win the draw.
Penalties on Bradley and Marquette for roughing. 2 minutes, roughing.
So penalties, again, are roughing. As Marquette moves it in, Trainer couldn't get past the blue line, and now the Golden Eagles back the other way. Shelby pushing it deep. Sumter along the boards, pokes it up through the neutral zone. And good effort here again. Sorrentino has just been flying down the wings here today. He's been really good, just couldn't get the shot off though, but a good effort from him.
That's right, he's a guy who's got some great wheels, and he's a guy who knows how to forecheck too. He can really be a thorn in the side of any defense.
Picked up by John at center ice for the Braves as he'll just flip this one down back behind Garcia. About 1:12 left of 4-on-4 here as that pass connects with Trainer. Out through center, the Golden Eagles come now. Nice move, but gloved down by Vivitsky as he looks to move up ice with it now, just throwing it up the boards. Right back into the Marquette zone. Bradley controls again. Tape to tape it comes. Elman, nice touch pass up ahead. Bishop with the shot, a scorcher, but it just missed the net there. Taking a hold of it.
You can probably hear it on the broadcast of that thing hitting the boards.
Yeah.
Man, it had some movement on it.
Bishop trying to track it down again, but Shelby holding on to it for the Golden Eagles as they move up ahead. Sherba out through center now. Sherba's got some wheels, just lost the handle on it. Sherba again moving it through center. Flipped out through the neutral zone again as Marquette will regroup, but good stick by Bishop. Just couldn't track it down though as Sugrug was right there. Now Marquette again taking their time here on this 4-on-4. Flipped up through center. Bishop corrals it now for Bradley. Bishop run into there. He's got Elman with support. Elman into the boards. Got hit hard there. Now Marquette again with it. Hodkowitz. We're back to 5-on-5. Ernest throws it to the net and held on to here by Garcia for the whistle. 16:43 to go in the second.
A lot of back and forth hockey we're seeing. Zone entries for Marquette, zone entries for Bradley, but they're really nothing crazy getting manufactured. I mean, we're back at 4-on-4 now, so we'll see if anyone gets into a groove.
So face-off in the offensive zone here for the Braves. Back to the point it comes. Good work now. And now back behind the goal, Shelby with it for Marquette. Moving it on over. Nice pass in front as they look to exit the zone. Good keep by the Braves. Along the wall, Coquit digging at it, and now tracking it down is Trainer for Marquette. Bank pass along the wall. Shelby moving it over for Trainer. Sumter intercepts at the blue line as he banks it off the boards. Trainer again, flipping it out, trying to find some teammates with it as Karen comes up with it. Shove to the corner. Elman with it for the Braves. Whitelaw tried to clear it, gave it right away. Look out, here's a chance for the Golden Eagles. They score. A nice backhander and a turnover, and that's a goal for Karen. And Marquette strikes first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, Karen threw a backhander on that after cutting through parts of Bradley ice, capitalizing on a turnover. I mean, if you're Bradley, you can't be doing that in your own end. You got to try and clear it out along the boards. Can't try and use the middle of the ice because opportunities like that will happen for your the opposing team. Karen cashing in on a backhand, and that one's going to be unassisted as well.
That was Whitelaw that gave the puck away and then eventually resulted in the goal. This one goes over the top. Not much you can do there if you're Lori Cox, outnumbered on that one. Tripped up is Thompson, and so a penalty coming up here. Power play, look out, that one right through the crease. And we'll get the whistle here on the penalty. A trip, and Bradley's going to have a chance to even this game up here, John.
That's right, Deion Thompson doing a great job on the 3-on-2 to draw a penalty. You know, he's a guy who's, I think he's looked really good on this D3 squad. Started off as one of the depth players, kind of playing fourth and third line roles. And he's advanced himself to playing on the top line. Got 7 points on the year, and it looked like he was on his way to maybe generating an 8th if he wasn't taken down.
So we'll get everything sorted out here on the clock. And then again, Bradley on the power play. Looks like Elman, Bishop, and I believe Herman is that forward line. And then Thompson and Sipra at the point. Thompson holding on to it here. Just escapes the zone, so this will be fired right back into late offsides against the Braves. Marquette just going to fling this one down, but it's batted by Ernest. High stick. Faceoff will come into the offensive end here for Marquette because of that high stick.
That's right. You know, one of my favorite things about this Bradley D3 team is watching the power play, and head coach Brian Hamilton does a nice job of matching chemistry. So you see Ernest with Vitvitsky a lot. You see Elman with Bishop a lot. You see Herman with Marcel a lot. But on the power play, that's when all those pieces start to come together, and you get to see a really diverse set of offense with some great skill.
Bishop pass up ahead for Herman. Trying to track it down, just ran out of real estate though. And thought Sipper held it in, but this one will be just touched. Nobody was willing to touch it, and so we'll get the face-off here just outside the zone on the offside.
Yeah, I don't know if they may put this dot or this face-off. I thought they were going to put it at the opposite end of neutral territory, but they're actually going to put it in Bradley's end because, I mean, Sipper knew very well that was going to be offside. Obliged anyways.
Yeah. So a minute 27 left on the Bradley power play, but they're stuck in their own end here, but they do win the draw. Sorrentino collects it on the right boards. Sorrentino into the zone now. Nice speed from him around the outside, holding on to it on the backhand. Sorrentino still with it here. Cutting in the zone, gets the shot off, missed the net. Marcel moving it back up for Sumter at the point. Sumter shoots, pad save, rebound, and that just missed the net. May have been intended for a pass right there for the Braves, but instead it goes up to the boards. Good pinch and keep by Sumter. Picked up here by Borger. Borger's shot redirected in front, steered away to the corner, and cleared down the ice. Good opportunities, though, for Bradley on that initial chance.
Yeah, Sumter does a real nice job quarterbacking that offense, and he's doing it right now as he takes up the ice.
Here they come. Sumter, they just managed to stay onside as Sorrentino tracks it down. Good speed from him. Now taken a hold of by Aiello. Up the boards he comes, and he's got speed. Dangerous player. And look out, Laurie Cox just going to have to pounce on that puck to make the save. But a very nice individual effort there from Aiello.
That's right. You know, I almost wish Borger kind of trying turned around after the puck got past him. Found its way on to Laurie Cox. She was able to safely cover it up for a draw. But nonetheless, you just hate having defensive zone draws when you're on the power play.
Yeah, it's tough. And it's been more than one, too, as well, which certainly adds the insult to injury. 15 seconds left, though, on the power play. And this one now flipped down the ice. No icing as it's tracked down here by Trainer. Flings it along the boards, out through center. Ernest will play it back. Pavitsky now, tape to tape it goes. Sipper into the zone. Marquette now back at full strength as they successfully kill off the penalty. Into the corner now, taken a hold of here by the Golden Eagles. Sipper trying to make a hit there, but instead Marquette comes into the zone. Slavin wrists it, pad save by Cox. Slavin again throwing it to the front. Taken a hold of now by Foley. Flings that up the ice. Marcel just tips it in deep to avoid the icing. And taken a hold of now by Kiprot. Flung back deep. Along the wall it comes. Marquette the other way. Flung in deep again by Ernest. One of the co-captains on this team along with senior Ethan Herman. Along the boards now again, Marcel trying to dig it out. Marquette has had this puck for a while, just having a hard time breaking it out, and now they do so.
Again, it's that Bradley forecheck that's just so good, and Marquette's actually done a very good job of keeping them at bay.
Now Marquette with it in their own end. Kiprot playing it to the boards for Trainer. And Kiprot will take it again here on that left wing. Poking it up the ice. Flung off the far boards and now back in deep to Bradley territory. We're almost at the halfway mark of this game. 12:08 to go in period number 2. Pouncing on that puck, Hodkowitz, good shot, and I think Cox just got a piece of it with the glove. Again in front, taken a hold of by the Bradley defense. The speedy Ethan Herman flips it forward. Jensen trying to chase after that puck. Jensen throws it on front. Good save by Garcia. And penalty coming up here. That back official saw something. And we're going to have a penalty, but I'm not sure who it's against yet. I think it's going to be against Marquette.
I think you're right. It looks like there's a Hokowitz who's talking right now to the referee. And yeah, it looks like he's going to go sit for a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's Hodkowitz that is going to go to the box, and he's obviously not happy with it, and not sure what the call was. Guess we'll find out here from our public address announcer Cameron Irwin in just a minute. Who's been doing a phenomenal job, I should add, tonight.
He has been. He has been.
So elbowing is the call, and I think that was right in front of the goaltender as well. So another power play try for Bradley, and they've had a couple of opportunities here tonight. Now's certainly one of the times they would like to cash in here. This one fired off the boards, back behind the net. Ernest playing it here for the Braves, stuck in their own end though. Sipper with it. Off the boards, Elman tracking it down as he's shoved off there by Trainer. Look out, here's Trainer for Marquette. Scores! A nice shot from Trainer, and the Golden Eagles make it 2-0, and yet another turnover by that Bradley defense cost them, and it's a shorthanded goal.
You know, I was actually about to say that the Golden Eagles have done a good job of
Boy, Elman is furious, and he's going to the box, and he may have just been ejected from this game. I think Elman just got thrown out.
I think you're right there. I'm not sure what. Maybe he was just doing a lot of jawing, but listen, Golden Eagles have just done a really nice job on the penalty kill. Doing a nice job of shutting down Bishop and Elman, not giving them any room to work with whatsoever, and then they're able to capitalize on a turnover, bringing in that Bradley's end and go 5-hole on Cox.
Well, Elman was the one who gave the puck away in his own zone, so obviously some frustration, but clearly it boiled over to the point where the official said, I've had enough, you're out. So
yeah.
That's a key piece that Bradley's going to be down in this game, and so you can see both teams discussing in front of their bench. But to be down Matt Elman is not good here for the Braves.
And listen, if you're Bradley, I got to be honest, it's 2-0 deficit right now. It's close to inexcusable. I mean,
yeah.
Not only from the fact that you've got the numerical advantage, I mean, I'll be honest, I think Matt Elman and Seth Bishop have just got more base skill than, Holkowitz as Sherba and some of the other prolific players for the Golden Eagles. It's just that the Golden Eagles are putting it together.
Yep.
And gotta give Marquette credit. I mean, they had a long bus ride coming here. They get there, they didn't even really have time to do any calisthenics, and they come out here.
Yep.
They're shell shocking Bradley right now. Bradley thought they had this one in the bag, and now it's now they got to play catch up.
And certainly, I don't think you can put any of the blame on Lori Cox either. I mean, she's been doing a phenomenal job in net, and it doesn't help when your defense is creating turnovers like that. Nothing she can do on those
That's
chances.
right. Both goals have come off of turnovers, so it's just sloppy play. Got to clean it up. So we'll see what Bradley does. I mean, remember, this is only a 2-goal deficit. You got half the game to come back from this, but I mean, this comeback's got to start right now, and it's got to start with you locking down your own end.
Yeah, and it looks like John is going to serve the minor penalty for Elman, I believe, who probably got tossed for unsportsmanlike would be my guess. And then, of course, keep in mind that Marquette is on the penalty kill, so we're 4-on-4 now. And really good job by Trainer to track that one down. And so we're back to action here. 2-0 Marquette as Jensen is hit along the boards, freeing that puck up. Here come the Eagles again the other way. Trying to claw his way into the zone there was Aiello. Now Bradley back out the other way. Pass intercepted at the line by Trainer. And again, one of the goal scorers coming in again. Trainer lost it. Bradley having a hard time getting it out as it went off the skate of Jensen. Trainer, nice pass over to the side. Hit the post. Cox looked like out of position, and there they score again. As now it's Aiello that gets in on the action. And it's 3-0 Marquette.
That wasn't necessarily a direct turnover, but Jensen had a couple of opportunities to try and clear that out. Just pass wasn't in the wheelhouse for him, and suddenly this game that was at the end of the first period tied 0-0, and now you got Marquette up by a field goal right now. So we can see head coach Hamilton. He's going to bring out Cipra and Bishop. Usually it's Elman alongside Bishop, but due to some circumstances. Had to change that pairing up.
So 3-0 is your score in favor of the Marquette Golden Eagles. And again, it's been a pretty even game. Just turnovers have been a problem tonight for Bradley. That one off the back of the net. Thought it went in there for a minute, but did not. So Bradley will move it up the ice. Marcel now, that's Cipra with it as he passed it over. Drop pass. They were looked like for Ernest, but they just keep it onside as Ernest fires it deep. Cipra now chasing after it for the Braves, and Bishop to the corner as he's rubbed off there along the wall. Good collision. Boy, Bishop getting really physical there.
He's got to be careful, though. That hit was a little bit late.
I think he just did get a penalty for it, John. The official has his arm up, and I think that's the right call, too. So tensions are starting to get out of control here.
Yeah, there's the rough. I mean, that could have gone as either rough or maybe even unsportsmanlike, dishing on a late hit like that. So Bishop obviously frustrated. And now Marquette, hey, they got a good chance to try and come ahead right now. They got 21 seconds of a 5-on-3. You win the draw, you set up the power play unit, and you can get a good shot or two off while you've got the two-man advantage. So this is a big draw coming up here for Bradley.
I'll say this too, there's a big difference that we saw between the 3-0 deficit in the first game and this one. The 3-0 Bradley was able to keep up, the D2 team was able to keep up, keep their emotions in check. That hasn't been the case for the D3 team tonight. And hang on, we got a whistle. Not sure what's going on
Yeah, that'll
here.
be roughing. I think Kidder is actually going to go sit for 2. So a little bit of a gift there for Bradley. But I like that point you make in that they kept their emotions in check.
Yep.
You know, Bradley's D3 team right now obviously struggling with that with the D2 squad. I mean, they didn't. You didn't see that at all.
No,
this is a team that still hung with them. And remember, there's still a good 15 minutes into that second period where they're still down 3 goals, but they just kept at it, kept at the grindstone. And then when they got those opportunities, they converted on them.
And so we are going to play a very rare 4-on-3 here.
2-minute Marquette penalty for interference. 2 minutes.
Big windup from the point. That one stopped by Garcia. So interference was the call there against Marquette. So we're now back to 4-on-4, and we'll have that for almost a full 2 minutes. As Marquette controls it in their own zone. Shelby with it now. Shelby now along the wing. Good speed into the zone. There to track him down as Sorrentino. Ernest in there as well. Trying to get this one down the ice. Keep in mind though, 4-on-4, so you don't want to ice it here if you're Bradley. Slavin now takes it a hold of it. Slavin trying to jam it in at the side there. Another turnaround try. Cox with a nice stop. One of her better saves of the night.
Good glove save there. Slavin did a nice job of powering his way to the front of the net despite there being a couple Bradley defenders.
Pass tipped in deep by Sorrentino. He'll come off for a change. And about a minute and 50 seconds left on 4-on-4. Intercepted, might be a chance. Marcel shoots right on. Garcia makes the save. No rebound. And a stoppage in play here with 8:15 to go in the second.
Yeah, it looked like Garcia was bobbling it there for just a little bit, but Marcel just the right place, right time. Looked like he was trying to put the best shot on net that he could, but
a good opportunity though for Marcel, and really good chance though for the Braves trying to claw their way back into this game. 3-0 deficit, and we saw it with the D2 team. 3-0 is not impossible. Big windup again, turned aside off the stick there of Garcia, and it was Sumter on the shot from the left point.
yeah, it was a good look by him, and again, what a ripper there from the point.
Trainer tracks it down. Look out. Cipra shoots, rebound, still loose in front. Cipra digging away, and now it looks like Garcia has got it under. And a relentless attack. I thought the puck was going to come back out to the point, but Cipra kept it right at the doorstep.
That's right, Cipra doing a nice job. Hey, you know, they've obviously had a hard time coming about offensive chances. One way to generate that, just force it into the blue paint and maybe through some chaos generate a goal. So I think that's a smart play there by Cipra.
At the point, held on to again, off a body. Shoots there on the shot there from Cipra. Good opportunity. Again, stopped by Garcia. Down to the corner it'll go. Bradley tracking it down. Also in there is Kiprat for the Marquette Golden Eagles. Marcel digging it out, now flips it up to the point. Sumter falls to the ice, and thankfully he had someone there with him, but Sumter fighting that one off and preventing the odd man rush. Now Marquette into the zone. Spinning away from pressure is Sherba. Gave it away, Bradley will control. 7:15 to go in the second, still 3-0 in favor of Marquette. One more Bradley game on the season, John, and that'll be on Wednesday night when the D2 team is home. I believe they're playing Illinois State. So that'll be our last one of the year, but of course, a lot of Mustangs games here to go if you're in the Peoria area. They'll be here this weekend against the Milwaukee Power. That'll be a pivotal series for them as they fight for playoff positioning, and I know you're going to be on the call for those games. That'll be really fun.
That's right, and it's a big game for Milwaukee too. They started off the year really hot, and they're at the top of the division as a new team, but since the showcase had some struggles, 6 losses, which is more than they had over the entirety of the first half of the season, so we'll see what they do. But I'm not necessarily convinced that game on Wednesday might go in. I don't know. It's darn cold.
It is going to be cold. And, you know, I'm not sure if these are accurate or not, but I've seen projected wind chills at 8 a.m. could be 40, 50 below zero for the Peoria area. So who knows what the game will be like as Cipra plays it here in the corner. Braves have it now again. Good work along the boards. Marquette, though, able to dig it out. Brady on the left wing side. Brady waits, gets a lane, shoots there. Cox makes the save, and a rebound played to the corner by the Braves. Thrown out in front again, as that one was blocked in front, and a clearing attempt off of Seth Bishop, so it's kept in. Round to the other side it comes, taken away by the Braves. Ernest with speed. That one fluttered to the corner. Ernest with a nice pass. Coquit trying to feed it in front, and a fanned attempt there by Thompson. So here comes Marquette now. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. Into the zone they come. Brady dropping it off. Aiello, boy, he just threw him to the corner. Good physical play there.
Honestly, Ernest was okay, because that looked like it may have been a dangerous collision there when he go tumbling into the ice and run to the boards.
Ernest will track it down now behind the net. Look out. This one picked up by Trainer. Good block down low, or excuse me, up top by Deion Thompson as he sacrifices the body for that one. To the corner now again. Trainer with it. And along the boards as Sugru plays it ahead. Marquette into the zone. Sherba tracking it down. Cox sticks it away. Rebound again, taking it hold of, but hang on. Looks like we may have another penalty coming up here, John.
It's going to be another Bradley penalty, and it's like Herman's going to go sit in the box. Not exactly sure what they're going to give him.
Guess we'll find out here in a minute, but penalty kill here for Bradley again, and 2 minutes of it. And going back to that Wednesday game too, we'll certainly have to see, but the best way to stay on top of things is to follow our social media pages. Twitter is probably the easiest one to go to, but of course you've also got Facebook and Instagram. Our Twitter is @BU Braves Hockey, so please feel free to drop us a follow. We'll be posting updates. We post live updates for every game. Our team does an incredible job with that. And so live updates for every game. And of course, if there's any sort of weather cancellation as well based on Wednesday's game, we'll be sure to let you know as well on the Twitter page. Also Facebook and Instagram pages as well. Just search Bradley Hockey and give us a follow on those sites. That's the best way to stay informed about Wednesday. But a lot of action there going down by the scorers table here. And
yeah, the athletic trainer right now is taking a look at one of the players. Not sure if it was timeout taken or...
I don't think so, because I didn't see the indication from the referee. Probably just like a brief injury timeout. And it looks like it's Colin McGovern that's getting checked in on the bench, so we'll see if he's okay. But anyways, it'll be a Marquette power play here with 5 minutes exactly to go in period number 2. Marquette with it at the point. Good tape-to-tape pass. Shelby wind-up scores. Nice ripper from the point, and Shelby sneaks it past Cox. It's now 4-0 Marquette.
Yeah, there was a little bit of chaos going on down low in the crease, but hey, listen, someone from Bradley's got to pick up the responsibility, whether that's a defenseman or a forward who's trying to pinch in on the triggerman, or you know, Laurie. That's a shot from long out. That's one you got to try and track. So nonetheless, Marquette puts up their 4th unanswered goal, and yeah, everything is just going right now for the Golden Eagles in the second period, in a period that we thought was going to be was going to provide some troubles with them with that long change.
Yeah, it sure has been a good period indeed here for Marquette. 4-0 is the score. We're having a little issue here with the scoreboard, but we'll try and get it squared away. But again, the score is 4-0 in favor of the Golden Eagles. And Shelby getting the goal there. So back into the zone, a power play goal for Marquette. This one flung down the length of the ice.
And it should be ice in there.
Yeah, and it will be indeed. So back down to the other end here as we wind down the second period. Man, something's going on with our scoreboard. I can't seem to figure it out, but
just know it's 4-0,
yes,
and it's
we'll get it updated for you here during the intermission, hopefully. Now Bradley intercepts the other way. Taken a hold of, though, by Trainer, one of the 4 goal scorers tonight for Marquette. Trainer throws it to the front. Look out, this puck's still loose in front of Cox. And the rebound goes to Trainer again. Throwing it on net. Taken a hold of now by Bradley. Here comes Sorrentino with speed. Look at Sorrentino. Shoots, scores! A beautiful move by Nick Sorrentino. And the Braves are on the board. It's now 4-1.
Wow, Sorrentino going coast to coast, burying it 5-hole on Garcia. That's the best that we've seen of Bradley tonight. It's his 4th goal on the year. And, you know, we talk a lot about Elman. We talk a lot about Bishop and Ernest. And rightly so. But, hey, you know, Sorrentino's another one of those guys. Again, he's got the wheels. He's got the offensive talent there, too. So picks up his 5th point on the year, 4th goal. So we'll have to see if Bradley can generate more offense like that.
Yeah. Great move by Sorrentino to get around the defense. And Bradley is on the board here. As Borger shoots, that one stopped and held on to for a whistle. A little extracurricular activity, though, going on in front of the net.
That's right. That was just a good setup there by Bradley. I mean, okay, you got players in their respective teams holding their fellas back, but yeah, Borger with a nice shot there from the near point. Some chaos down low in the crease. So let's see if Bradley can set up more of that. Maybe there's been a little bit of a fire letting Bradley, and let's see if they can generate some more offense after that goal.
Again, if you're just joining us, the scoreboard reads 3-1, but it is 4-1 in favor of Marquette. So again, we'll work on getting that fixed as soon as we can here for you. But meanwhile, Bradley trying to chip away at this deficit as it's Marcel leaving it back, but taking to the ice was Thompson, and boy, Thompson's just taking all kinds of pressure here in the corner. And now Thompson trying to find it again as the physical play is really ramping up here. Now across the line come the Golden Eagles. Aiello trying to fire it to the corner. Now with it for the Braves is Borger as he moves up ahead. Down to the corner it goes.
You know, if I have to sum up in one word this shift for Deon Thompson, it's painful.
Man,
I think he hit the ice about 4 times, whether it's coincidental contact or hitting along the boards. He's a durable fella. You know,
he sure is.
He's able to draw penalties. So, I mean, hey, keep it up, man. You know.
It was on his feet, off his feet, on his feet, off his feet. I mean, he was taking all kinds of hits, but a true warrior out there on the ice.
That's
and
right.
So he draws again, as you mentioned, a penalty. So we'll have a power play here for the Braves.
And you want to know who'd be nice to have right now?
Matt Elman.
Matt Elman. Be nice to have him right now.
Yeah, just certainly an interesting situation. I think he threw his helmet when he got to the box in the original call, and I think that's when the official said, "You're out of here."
Helmet
so
removal, yeah.
Another try at the doorstep. Herman whacking at it. Comes to the point for Ernest. Ernest windup redirected wide of the goal as Marcel pokes it back deep. Herman and Marcel with it now. Cipra at the point. That one's blocked. Ernest again, winding up, shoots, save. Garcia holds on to that second chance opportunity by Marcel. Really good stuff, though, from Bradley on this power play.
That's right, just getting shots through on net. That's what you want. Cipra and Ernest doing a lot of the work at the points. And Bishop, we saw him with the redirect. His redirect ended up going high and wide, but Herman fighting for the puck down low as well.
So, again, power play here for the Braves. 1:25 to go. Herman along the boards. Up through center it comes. Look at this speed in by Shelby as he got tripped up. Cox makes the stop. Penalty, though, coming for the Braves, and no doubt about that one.
Yeah, that's right. It's a no-brainer right there. So Bradley going to have one of their own going to the box. Hate to see it happen.
Yeah.
Especially when they were on the man advantage. So, yeah, Ernest is going to go sit. But I mean, hey, that whole play starts for Marquette by just having a simple takeaway within their own end, locking down the middle of the ice, making sure that nothing gets through, and coming back ahead the other way, able to draw the penalty. So, again, successful penalty kills for Marquette.
Tripping is the call. Look out. Here's a chance for Marquette. Good stop by Cox. And the follow-up try taken by the Bradley defense. I got to say, that's been one of the better stops tonight for Lori Cox.
Oh, watch out. Here comes Sorrentino again.
Sorrentino along the left wing, shoots, and a pad stop there from Garcia. He was in position and ready for that one all the way. Now, back the other way, Marquette Slavin fires it deep. We got the scoreboard fixed, so we're good on that. It's 4-1 here. 1:41 to go in period number 2. Third period coming up after this, and it's been a late night. And,
it has been. It has been.
Our last doubleheader here of the season, and they've been fun but long.
That is right. That is right.
And so, again, one more game coming up on the year on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. That'll be on Wednesday night for the D2 team. Again, this is the last D2 game, or excuse me, D3 game at home of the season. Marcel shoots that one off the back of the net. Now plays it up the boards. Sumter trying to track it down. Oh, look at that move. Sumter shoots it off the back end of the net. Braves trying to strike here before the end of the period. Borger, nice pass. Marcel with the windup, and he teed it way too high off the glass, so Sumter will track it down. Off the boards now. Bradley trying to move in. Thompson just couldn't get around Trainer. Nice pass up the boards as Sumter took a big hit. Marquette now back at full strength, so they have a brief power play here for about, looks like 42 seconds. Long pass will roll to Cox as she plays it to the corner. Vivitsky tracking it down. Along the boards now. Bradley trying to get it out. Sorrentino shoved up along the boards hard there. Look out. Sorrentino got hit in the head, and I thought that should have been a penalty against Marquette, but it will not be. So now Coquit out through center the other way for the Braves. Making it a drop pass up to the point. Sorrentino trying to whack at it, and thought Sorrentino was going to get a penalty there as well, but the ref's letting these teams play on here. This one up into the bench, so a stoppage of play. And with 4 seconds left on that power play here for Marquette, get a stoppage of play.
Yep, basically over. 15 seconds remaining there within the second frame. So, I mean, if Bradley can try and win it, they can. I mean, that's enough time to dump it deep, win a board battle, and force something out in front. And they're actually going to have it within the offensive zone.
So the D2 team will play here 8:30 on Wednesday night against Illinois State. So that'll be the last home game of them for the season. As here comes Marquette into the zone. Good chance. Saved by Cox. Rebound. Pushed to the corner. Sumter doing a good job defensively there. That'll do it for period number 2. And after a scoreless first period, all kinds of goals here in the second. It's 4-1. And Bradley's got some work to do here in the third.
That's right. The red light had flashed 5 times, and 4 times it was on Bradley's end of the ice. I mean, it was just a collapse, really, of defense. I mean, you're looking at 3 defensive zone turnovers that have led to goals here for Marquette. I mean, you can't cancel those out, and this is a 1-1 game right now. Yeah,
absolutely. And we talked about penalties being a big issue. Of course, the key one there being Matt Ellman ejected. He had the turnover in front that resulted in that Marquette goal, was their second one at the time, so 2-0. And obviously Ellman frustrated about it, threw his helmet in the box after he got an initial penalty, and then that's when the ref said you're ejected. So Ellman's been gone for most of this game, one of the leading players on this Bradley team, so certainly not a lot of help there. But Lori Cox has been busy at the other end. I think she's played pretty well despite the fact that her team trails 4-1, so should be a good third period. We're going to take a break, and again, you're watching Bradley Hockey on YouTube. I'm Matt Harrington along with John Collin. We'll be back for the third period. We're back here at the Owen Center in Peoria as we get ready for our final period of play between the Marquette Golden Eagles and the Bradley Braves. It's the visitors, Marquette, that have a 4-1 lead after 2 periods of play. And again, I'm Matt Harrington alongside John Collin. And John, an interesting first period, no score, and then in the second it was all Marquette. Talk about that a little bit.
You know, who thought that this was going to happen with this kind of game? I mean, again, you got Marquette who's traveling a long ways away on the bus, longer than they thought they were going to be. Bradley already completely warmed up, and they just shell-shocked Bradley in the second period. So time for them to battle back here. You know, you got 20 minutes to do it. Only a 3-goal deficit. We saw D2 do it, so.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Excuse me, in this final period of play, as Hodkowitz has it now for Marquette, trying to move it up the ice. And now Bradley will control it, but look out, another turnover, and it almost cost the Braves again, as that was Vivitsky that lost the handle on it. Now eventually the puck has moved down the ice. Just about 30 seconds into this third period of play. Again, 4-1 is your score in favor of Marquette. D3 team tried to close out this home schedule with a comeback win. We'll see if they can do it, as Bishop hit pretty hard there. Now Marquette will try and move it out. Flipped right back in by Bishop as he comes off for a change. Shots on goal, pretty even, 28-27 in favor of Bradley. And you look at the other end, Garcia has just been phenomenal all night long for Marquette. Pass moves up ahead. Thompson sneaks it through for Marcel. Now the Braves have to regroup at center. Thompson hustling after it. Good work by him into the corner as he wrapped up one of the Marquette players in the corner. Emerging free there is Shelby. Pass intercepted at the red line. Good poke here. Here is Sumter into the zone. Try to get a shot off. That one's broken up. Golden Eagles working it along the boards. Brady and now Herman at center. This one fired deep by Thompson.
You know, you can almost kind of tell that Bradley is almost a step behind of how fast they were skating within that first period.
So now Marquette out through center again as they try to move into the offensive zone. Sumter broke it up. That shot scorched over the top of the net. Big wind up there from Slavin on the wrister as it goes back behind the goal. Brady with it now. That one's poked away to the boards. Good hustle there by Riondo in the corner. Up the boards, now flipped through center ice. Banked off the boards for Marquette's Aiello. Back behind Cox, and it'll be played here by the Braves. Long pass goes all the way down, so an icing against Bradley. Oh, I thought we were going to have one, but I guess not, as officials said no icing, and so Bradley will quickly fire it back into the zone. Hacked at here by Borger, and now Coquit on it for Bradley back behind the goal. Coquit had his pocket picked. Feed right out in front. Excellent cutoff play there from Bradley's, looked like the new guy, Foley.
That's right, I was about to say, great job with just a little simple stick check to break up what would have been a fantastic scoring chance.
This is my first time seeing Foley play live, and he's been doing a good job out there for Bradley. Of course, just I believe his 4th game of the year played with this D3 team, as he will flip it on over to Ernest at the other defense point. Ernest trying to grab it out, now taken a hold of by a teammate. Out through center, Vivitsky banks it off the boards. We'll get a change here from the defense for Bradley. Marquette now grabbing a hold of it, trying to exit the zone. Flipped up, kicked off a skate, and forward here they come. Sherba's shot into the netting and on a play. So a stoppage here with 16:25 to go. Still 4-1 lead for Marquette.
That's right, that's right. Again, some good chances there for Marquette. They're just, I feel like a lot of their chances are coming between the dots. That's where we've seen a majority of their chances when they aren't off of turnovers, mind you, from Bradley.
Face off here, won by Marquette. Big wind up there, sent wide. Thrown out in front of Cox. Look out, pad save. Good stop from her. At the point it comes again. Shelby flipping that one deep as Ernest will corral it. Thrown off a skate. Another turnaround try, missed the net. Bradley tracking it again. Dion Sumter. Out through center it'll come. Excuse me, that's Gabriel Sumter, not Dion Sumter. Although Sumter couldn't track it down. Sipper there to help him out. Throw into the corner again. Sorrentino after it for Bradley, but picked up by Shelby of Marquette, who's got a goal tonight. Shelby being whacked at here. Lost the handle on it, so Bradley will regroup. Ernest banking it up the boards, pass off the stick of Sipra. Now be corralled here by the Marquette Golden Eagles in their own end. Bradley picks it up. Sipra now backhanding that one, intended I believe for Marcel, but broken up. Sipra again, throwing it out front, intended for Herman. Again, broken up with some nice sticks on that Marquette defense. Loose puck freed up for Nick Marcel. Here he comes. Marcel with speed. Got taken down. Penalty coming up here against Marquette as Marcel drew the penalty. And we will have a very important Bradley power play here with 14:54 to go.
That's right. You mentioned very important, and it certainly is in the sense that this is the first power play that we're going to see after the second intermission, where hopefully there's been some time that Bradley can try and make some adjustments, because quite frankly, their power play in the first two periods was terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was not good.
They just could not generate anything. I mean, the last one we saw, the very last one, they were starting to generate some offense, but I'm curious to see what adjustments they've made.
And this is a good power play too, just not having a good night so far. And we'll see what they can do on this power play as they're forced to reset here early on. Ernest holding on to it. Nice pass for Bishop as he glides across the blue line. Bishop slowing things down along the wall. Broken up. Glove down by Ernest. Good keep. Ernest with a blast, and that one sailed over the top. Boy, Jared Ernest really has a cannon. Just doesn't show it off all that much, but good shot from him as this one bounces off an official.
That's right, and I think an area where the power play we've already seen improve is that they weren't really incorporating Bishop all that much within those first chances as in terms of making him a puck mover to get the puck into the offensive zone.
Sherba had a break there for Marquette, but it's flipped back in deep by Bradley. Minute 6 to go on the power play. Marquette's got that, looked like Aiello up the ice waiting for the pass, but meanwhile Bradley chopping at it and now cleared out of the zone. Look, a little bit of a tumble there from Gabriel
You
Sumter.
laughing over there, man? Or?
It happens.
You know, sometimes it's just humorous watching the tumble. I mean,
Coquit now across the line.
if I'm wrong about that, I don't want to be right.
It's just been a tough night, we'll say that, for the D3 team as Coquit picks it up in the corner, throws it on net, good chance. Sorrentino holding on to it, but he's getting hounded there by Trainer in the corner. Bradley picking it up again, trying to throw it on net here, but instead they move it up to the point. Sumter over, nice pass, and taken away here by Marquette. It might be a break the other way. Aiello in on a breakaway, and a save by Cox. Excellent stop. And another good defensive play here by Sumter.
I was about to say Sumter, I think, was the one to really help break that up, stick checking Aiello so that the only shot he could put off would just be a little dribbler on Cox. Cox shuts down the 5-hole, locks down the chance. So great job there by Sumter to help bail out his defensive partner. And
yeah, I was surprised that the referees did not call a penalty there, because it looked like Sumter got the stick in pretty good, and the referees have called a lot of things here tonight. So, but good no call, I think, but I was surprised they did not call it. So this game remains at 4-1 instead of Marquette adding another one. Blocked here by the Braves as they look to move up ice. That pass intended for Coquit, just out of the reach, but he beats the icing out. Now along the boards with it for Marquette is Brady. Marcel now with it. Ernest, nice pass up ahead. Thompson flips it off the glass as he'll come off for a change. Rattle along the boards. Vavitsky. Ernest now tracking it down. And I will say this is actually not the final home game for the D3 team, as they'll be in action tomorrow night. Look out, Foley poking it there. Bradley trying to track it down, and now Marquette finally able to grab a hold of it. The D3 team will be here against Marquette tomorrow night as well, but due to the Peoria Mustangs in town as well, that game will not be streamed here in the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. So the last streamed home game of the season for the D3 team. Foley trying to play it up ice now as Ernest makes a nice pass over for Marcel, just couldn't pull the trigger. And flipped off the glass as Foley will let it roll for Vivitsky. Now with it is Sherba, taking a hold of it for Marquette, and flinging it up is Kiprot. Giveaway though, here comes the Braves into the zone. Nice backhander there by Herman, turned aside. Sent back out through neutral ice as Ernest will play it.
Kind of sloppy at both sides of the ice, but Herman doing a nice job generating a chance offensively. Good little backhander he put on net.
Kiprot now with it for Marquette as they move across the line. Kiprot plays it to himself off that nice little maneuver. Down to the corner it goes again, this time Ernest moving it up for Coquit as Bradley tries to break free out of their own end here. Whitelaw across the line. Was getting a little extra shove. I think he wanted a penalty there. No call though from the officials. Collision in the corner. Boy, Whitelaw really throwing the body around here in the corner along with Kiprot. Those two have been butting heads all game long. Jensen just had it on his tape there in the slot. Good opportunity. Couldn't get it on net though as he fanned on the shot. Coquit with it again. Waiting for it. Back to the point. Big wind up. That one missed. Follow-up try. And thought the net came off there for a minute. Officials let it go though. Coquit still battling as he's shoved to the ice. Now Marquette the other way. That one out of the reach. Well, no icing, says the official. John will play it here for Bradley. Gave it away though. Here's a chance for Marquette. Thrown right out in front. Broken up by Sumter. Marquette with a nice pass over. Trainer shoots. That one's blocked. A little bit of a stinger there off Dion Thompson. Marquette still has it though. Trying to work in front of the net. Sumter backhanding it. Not out. Good keep by Marquette. Fan shot. Turnaround try. Didn't work out either. John clears it down the length of the ice. And so that will be an icing this time. And stoppage of play here with 9:20 to go in the third.
That was actually a pretty good sequence that Bradley had within the offensive zone. It was just a matter of conversion. We saw Jansen have a good chance as well as John teeing up a nice slap shot from the point. Well, that's the most offense that we've seen thus far within this third frame from Bradley.
Sure has been, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off though for Marquette. 4-1 is still your score. No goals so far in this third period. Shelby with it. That one sent wide. Back for Shelby the other way as he battles with Thompson for possession. Good work along the boards. Jensen in there as well. Marquette keeps the zone. Wind up. Good save by Cox. She saw it all the way and just held on to it with her right pad.
That's right. Good shot there from the point for Marquette. Again, a lot of their strategy has just been get it on net and see what transpires. And while most of their goals have come from good forechecking, still they hold that lead, and that's been a factor in their strategy tonight.
Rolling around in front. Now Herman grabbing it for Bradley. Flipped up the ice. Thompson will chase after it. Thompson, oh, nice pass in front. And it was intended for Marcelli, just couldn't find it on the tape. Great idea, though, from Bradley as they trail in this one 4-1.
Beautiful pass, too, from Thompson as well.
Slavin's attempted break-in was thwarted there by, looked like Ernest in front as Cox makes another stop. Slavin, and now Marquette again to the corner. Excuse me. And now played along the wall by Marquette again. Bradley trying to get this out. Good keep. Wind up and a redirect. Ouch, that one hit Ernest, and he's a little shaken up after that one. Thompson now with it. Broken up by Marquette at center as Slavin plays it. Big hit there, frees up that puck momentarily. But now Marquette will grab it. Hodkowitz. We haven't seen a lot of Hodkowitz in this second and third period. He was very active in the first, but kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, you haven't been saying his name all that much. But,
Now,
yeah, maybe he's just a little bit dormant here for these for this third period.
delayed offsides. Bradley will re-corral it here. Foley up the boards.
He did get a lot of minutes, though,
That's
in
true.
the first period. Got to keep that in mind. So,
and you've got a short bench, too, to keep in mind. So that may have a factor in it as well. Seems like the kind of guy that you'd want to, set the tone early in the game. And they didn't get anything until the second period, but he still looked like one of their best players out on the ice. So Bradley keeps it in at the point. There's a shot. Saved there. Rebound. And they score. It's now 4-2 as Bradley buries it right in front of the net. And a big goal as it's now 4-2. And a huge goal for Bradley.
that's right. It looks like Borger's going to lead the line. So maybe he picked up his second goal of the year. There's a whole lot of chaos down low in the crease, but looks like that may have just took a bounce off a body.
I think it was actually Riandow that led the charge and not Borger. So we'll see who gets the official goal here in a second from PA announcer Cameron Irwin. But back to within a 2-goal game here, so we'll see what Bradley can do with it. This one will be played to the corner. Now Marquette with it out through center.
Bradley goal scored by number 22, Ryan Dow, assisted by number 26.
So it is Riondo that gets the goal. And we get a whistle here.
Yeah, this might be a penalty coming up here against Bradley. So not how you want to react after taking yourselves within 2, but Bishop's going to go sit now.
Yeah, it is going to be against Bishop, and he's very frustrated. And we saw that with Matt Ellman earlier too, but a little bit more in check by Bishop, and he is not happy here. You can see him hanging his head there in the box. The frustrations have just been mounting here.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough right now. So,
well, I'll say this though, John, we're officially past midnight here. It's now early Saturday morning action here at the Owen Center.
The 26th, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So we play on though as this one's cleared down the length of the ice. 6:38 to go in the game. I don't remember though on our other doubleheaders ever playing a game past midnight. I know we've gotten out of here with the cleanup a little bit late, but I don't think we've ever played past midnight, at least this year. So
hockey at midnight.
You gotta love it.
Hockey at midnight.
Ernest trying to throw it in front. That one's scooped up there by Marquette. And now through center they go. Slavin now along the wing, trying to throw it out front. Sorrentino was there. Now Karen moving it back to the point. Hodkowitz. Power play time here for Marquette. Thrown out in front again. Vavitsky will play it down the length of the ice. That one was actually blocked by Marquette, but right back into the zone they come. Holding on to it now. Good move at the point. Effort from Sorrentino. And they might catch Sorrentino on a break here if they hurry, as that one's backhanded, but broken up there by Karen. Slapped down, and Cox stopped the knuckleballer. Vavitsky plays it. 42 to go on the penalty kill, and 5:30 to go in period number 3. 4-2 lead for Marquette, trying to spoil senior night here for the Bradley Braves.
Doing a good job of it too right now.
Sure are.
We saw the frustration from Ellman earlier, and Bishop in the box as well.
This one played back behind Cox, as it'll be taken here by Brady. Brady now waiting for a pass, gets his own return feedback. Brady holding it again, moving it down low to the corner for Kiprett. And Kiprett now moving it, nice shot there. That one's off a stick into the corner. Back to full strength now as Bishop is out of the box and back on the ice. You can tell he wants that pass up the ice, as it'll be slowly moved into the zone by Marcel. Backhanded off the boards. 4:35 to go in the game. Deion Thompson holding on to it. Nice pass over. Tape to tape. Good work here by Bradley. Some of the better passing we've seen. Here's Thompson with the shot. Good stop. Bishop following up the original shot on the rebound. Again, taken a hold of though by Brady. As Brady gets hit there. Loose puck. Freed up might be a chance for the Braves, but they just ran into each other. A little bit of a miscommunication there, and a blown chance for Bradley, trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You got two players, look like those Bishop and Thompson, who collided while trying to pick up that loose puck, and Marcel was posting up in the slot for a one-timer.
Bishop shoots, good save. Right up high, the rebound still loose out in front of the net. Garcia saw it all the way though. Good shot from Bishop. You gotta like the idea at this point of the game. Borger lays a big hit on Sherba there. Bishop lost his stick, he'll have to come to the net. So that loose stick will be picked up by the official, but Borger takes it for Bradley. We're under 4 minutes, 3:24 to be exact, to go here in the third. Nice bounce here for the Braves as Foley takes it. Foley waiting now. Oh, big collision there by Borger. And we have an injured Marquette player. Nothing malicious, but he took a hard hit, and that's Hodkowitz that's down. And you can see him discussing to the official he wants a penalty, but I don't think there was anything wrong there with that hit.
You know, when you're face first on the ice and you sit there for 15 seconds, and then you lift your head up, see if the referee's calling a penalty, thing like that, and you quickly hop up on your feet. Usually around the, not saying anything official, but you may be able to call that milking it a little bit. So
a little bit of a sell, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of a sell, you know. Well, he's not a good salesman because it doesn't look like Bradley's getting a penalty of any kind. So.
No. Probably the right call, though. So we'll play on here. 3:05 to go. I think we're going to have a timeout, though. Probably Bradley would be my guess. But game's not over yet. 4-2, 3:05 to go here. Shots have been pretty even the whole way. But it's just been the turnovers for Bradley that have been the problem tonight, John.
Yep. I mean, it's we're looking at a whole different game if Bradley can clean up the play within their own defensive end. So it's some, you know, hey, for the D3 guys, a lot of this is it's learning and getting acclimated to the ACHA level. But with that being said, I mean, it's the midpoint of the season right now. I mean, closer to the end of the season actually.
Right.
I mean, these are errors that you got to clean up. I mean, two of these goals were because of you try and clear the puck right up the middle of the ice.
Yeah, and
I
you
mean,
think
this
about
is just hockey fundamentals here. You know?
Exactly, and I was thinking to myself, you're right, those two goals, you know, I think out of the 4-2 were turnovers, and you think about, had those turnovers not happened, we'd have a tie game right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, certainly something that Coach Brian Hamilton is going to have to work on with his squad here in the coming days, and of course they'll have, these two teams will be back at it tomorrow as well, and that'll be I want to say like a 7 o'clock start. That'll be over on the other rink here, so we won't be able to stream that one because the Mustangs will be playing at the same time. But chance to sort things out because I think these teams are really even. And so we'll see if Bradley can sort of correct things tomorrow against this club. But big opportunity here. Still a lot of time left, though. But, of course, we'll see what happens. And Bradley's got 3 skaters on the ice. Ernest and looks like someone else still at the bench. There was a penalty on the board, but now they've taken it off. So, well, we got a 5-minute major here, John, on the on the scoreboard. I'm not
came
sure
out of nowhere.
and I think it's against Bradley too because
it might be Borger that they decided to throw that up against.
Yeah, well, Hamilton is discussing with.
Well, he's still out there on the ice, so it must have not been that hit that.
Well, they've got a 5-minute major on the board, and so someone's going to have to serve it.
Yeah. It wasn't what Hodowitz was trying to say. Oh, no, now he's leaving, so.
I can't tell who is that.
That is Borger.
Oh, it is.
That
Borger,
is Borger.
okay.
So.
Borger was the one that hit Hodkowitz, right? Okay.
I mean, there wasn't an initial penalty that was getting called. So.
And to be honest with you, I didn't see a penalty at all.
I'm not a fan of that.
Your team's up by 2, and I'm not saying that he wasn't hurt, but it was definitely maybe a little bit of an extra.
I mean, listen, when neither of the referees initially call it, and then they talk to the coaches, and then they pull some more. I don't like it. It doesn't matter who it's going against. So.
Yeah. So we'll have a 5-minute power play here for Marquette. So they're going to close on the power play. Looks like Whitelaw is going to serve the major here for Borger, who gets tossed on the penalty.
For head contact. 5 minutes for head contact.
Head contact is the penalty, and Borger just will leave the ice here. Doesn't look like a misconduct, but since there's less than 5 minutes remaining in the game, he'll go to the locker room here.
Wow, Deion Thompson. You see that rush up the
Yes.
ice? It's the guy with a whole
Excellent
lot of
work.
heart right there.
Hodkowitz trying to break into the zone here, but Ernest flipping it back the other way. So power play here for the rest of the game for Marquette as they look to move it up ice now along that left wing side. Vavitsky and Ernest shooting that one down as that one rolls to Garcia, and he'll just drop it for a teammate here. So we'll slow things down here. 2:08 to go in the game, and of course power play still remaining for the Marquette Golden Eagles, again for the remainder of this game. But meanwhile, Bradley controls. Flipped in deep, and this one will be tracked down by Trainer, who has scored one of the goals tonight for Marquette. Trainer got tangled up there, still able to maintain puck possession as he moves it up for Aiello. Aiello looking for Trainer again on that left wing as they move across. Nice moves by Trainer. Trainer wraparound, rebound, and Cox was out of position, but Aiello fanned on it. So Bradley catches a break there. Now Ernest. Oh, that one hit the crossbar. Oh my word. Jared Ernest was inches from scoring from center ice.
Not going down quietly.
Wow.
I mean, Ernest, usually it's about once a game you'll see him do that. Or he'll just tee it up from center ice, try and catch the goalie off guard. I mean, he's got a heck of a shot, so why not?
Yeah, great idea by Ernest, and this game is still 4-2. I mean, you never know. A bounce like that goes in, it can give you motivation, and this game, though, still at 4-2. Sumter's shot redirected wide there by Thompson. Now he'll move it back behind the net. Nice pass out in front, and Garcia able to fight that one off.
Bradley looking real good right now, shorthanded.
They sure are. Feels like they're on the power play as they meanwhile give it away though here, as this one's on the tape of Aiello. Bradley again striking. That one missed the net. Enough pressure on it to get it out through neutral zone. And so now here comes Marquette. Shelby, and they're off sides. So a stoppage of play here. Now under a minute to go. 47.4 seconds, and again power play still going on. 12:12 local time here in Peoria, but we're still going strong.
That we are.
Gotta finish this one out. And
That we are.
our last doubleheader, of course, of the season. And last streamable D3 home game. They'll be here tomorrow night as well against Marquette, but Mustangs as well, so that's where we will be. Turnaround shot there by Slavin, missed the net. Not much on that. So Bradley comes out through center. Sumter playing it deep, but Marquette quickly reversing the other way. Ernest whacking at it here. Slavin plays it ahead for Karen, but now Thompson quickly back the other way for Bradley. Thompson cutting inside. 14 seconds to go in the period as Marquette will just hold on to this one. And gotta say, John, tough break tonight for Bradley. They're gonna fall here by a 4-2 final. One last chance here for Ernest, and that'll do it. The Marquette Golden Eagles come into the Owen Center. They arrived late, but they certainly showed up on the ice tonight, John. 4-2 the final.
Yeah, it's a tough one there for Bradley. 4-2 loss, and it's a woulda, coulda, shoulda night. You know, it's just one of those where you just got to wonder if those turnovers were cut to a minimum. Then you just try and clear to the boards instead of the middle of the ice, and it's a different story. You know, we'll be looking at a different game.
So again, 4-2 is your final score, and again, turnovers were an issue tonight, no doubt. I think you can point to certain issues for Bradley, and that probably has to be at the top of the list. You know, I thought Lori Cox played very well in that tonight. Probably her best performance of the year. Only her third appearance, but I mean, the blame is certainly not on her. I think she played fantastic, and of course, 4-2 the final. These teams will be back in action, of course, tomorrow night as well, here from the Owen Center, but unfortunately, for the fans online, we will not be able to stream that game because of the Peoria Mustangs game here at the Owen Center as well. So a tough loss here tonight for Bradley. But John, any final thoughts before we sign off here?
You know, it was a heck of calling these games. You know, playoffs are coming up, so you know it's a good year for D3 hockey. We saw a lot of improvement with a lot of these players, and we're excited to see what next year holds for a lot of these great players. So it was you definitely don't want to have a close like this for senior night, but hey, stuff to take in for tomorrow's game. Stuff to take in for tomorrow.
And yeah, again, Bradley and Marquette will be back at it tomorrow. Stay tuned to our Twitter feed. I'm assuming our team will probably be live tweeting the game. I gotta watch what I say. We are not live streaming the game, but our team probably will be live tweeting it. So we'll keep an eye on that there as well. But again, 4-2 is the final from the Owen Center. The Marquette Golden Eagles win this one over the Bradley Braves. So for John Cullen, I'm Matt Harrington saying so long from the Owen Center.